Well, here we are. Good morning, everybody, or evening, or afternoon, or night, or anything else, really. I certainly hope you're all doing well today. I am, I think. Scans on 80%. Items 100%.
Samus, welcome back.
We can leave for Chrono Tower whenever you give the order, Samus. You ready? Once we leave, there's no turning back. If there is anything you need to complete, now is the time.
Hold on. I did end up doing all of these, right? Not this. I know I already did all this. I mean... Yep. Doop-a-doo, doop-a-doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo. Let me check something. There we go. Okay, so we're all good now.
We can leave for Chrono Tower whenever you give the order, Samus. You ready?
Oh, hang on. I keep finding more things to be like, oh, hang on a second. About... Chrono attachment restoration complete. All systems online and functional. Know that parts damage and issues with firearm limited tuning may affect weapons output. Oh, Nelly. Let's go.
Look who it is. We can leave for
I faked her out twice already.
whenever you give the order, Samus.
So let's actually go now.
Ready? Once we leave, there's no turning back. If there is anything you need to complete, now is the time. All right, listen up. We got a lot of ground to cover, so check your gear. If it don't punch a hole in something, we don't got a use for it. Our mission is to guide Samus to the Master Teleporter. To do that, we gotta cross Soul Valley and destroy the force field around Chrono Tower.
shield undamaged. I must increase power.
No. I told you I can only guarantee 80%.
Recalculating. Warning. Systems critical.
We need to abort. The weapon's gonna blow. Oh no. Soldier! Get down!
Force field destroyed.
Well done.
Your job is alright.
No, my baby. I'm so sorry.
She did good.
She did. She sure did. This is our moment. Coming, Mac? Yes, sir, Sarge.
Wow, this place is so beautiful.
I poured my heart and soul into that mech. Poor Betsy. The master teleporter should be here. Let's keep looking. I believe this is a sacred place. I can feel it.
You're not wrong, Tabaki.
You've nearly fulfilled your promise to the Lemorn. All you need is to carry the memory fruit away from Viros.
Stay alert. Don't get too comfortable. We need to find the master teleporter so we can get off this rock.
Finally, we get to go home.
I am sorry I destroyed Betsy. I am here to support my friends. Take us home, Samus.
Roger that. Let's do this. Slide pedestal activates the Guardians when the Chosen One is detected. Okay, that disassembles and reassembles. Currently sealed.
The robots are awake.
Mechanoid Guardian. Lemorn-made artificial life form powered by psychic energy. Its function is to recognize and guide the Chosen One.
The temple responds to Samus.
Chosen One. I fear this is the last we would speak. I've waited alone for a long time. Those 12 Lemorn who left to find you. None have returned. I know nothing of their fate. Did they find you? Are you here, listening to my words? Fear not, for even in the darkness, I cling to hope. I believe you will find your way to Viros. I believe you will save us.
You okay, Samus?
Give her a minute.
I am here to support my friends. Take us home, Samus.
Expandable structure with a ham-circle object responds to Guardian commands. Psychic energy turbine rotates in response to psychic energy released by the psychic core, provides power to nearby machines. Psychic command received. Expanding object. Expending object. They've
It's
gone.
unfolding. The robots are the keys.
Hey, we got an elevator. Let's head up.
Look! Isn't it gorgeous?
There's all those guardians, sorry, the Cybots around. It's not making me confident that this is going to go smoothly. After all, imagine the only reason the force field would have formed around the tower is if Sylux was here. And he was, because he's the only other person we know of that ended up here.
We have finally reached the top of the tower.
Do you have anything else to say?
Isn't the master teleporter supposed to be up here? Where do you think it is? Whoa!
No.
Isn't the master teleporter supposed to be
Okay,
up
they all
here?
do have something else to say.
Where do you think it is?
There's only one new thing, okay.
Want to try and get more intel by scanning?
Now, how do we get all the way up there?
According to your logs, is the teleporter above us?
Scan visor may reveal more about this place.
Is there anything else I need to do? Nope, just these.
How does she do that?
Careful now, Samus. Careful up there.
Psychic healing pod. Administers intensive care and amplifies psychic abilities. Patients are also linked with Chrono Tower and given access to the tower's functions. Ah. That. Means a lot. Part of the pinnacle structure that floats above Chrono Tower. The Master Teleporter is housed inside, expanded by using the link terminal. Pinnacle expansion terminal. Operated by touching the hologram. Expands the pinnacle. Then moves it and the Master Teleporter into position. The fact that one of those pods is sealed does kind of indicate that it's being used.
Look at this place.
There's a healing pod.
Got the keys. Take us home.
Rodang has access to the tower's functions. The fact that that is closed very much indicates that he's put himself in there.
This must be the Master Teleporter.
I can't believe it. We're actually going home.
Samus! I've been waiting for this. Sylux! Knuckle up! Watch those
Human morphology, Sylux, a bounty hunter using a modified version of a Galactic Federation battlesuit, reconstructed using the latest nanotechnology. Sylux is a bounty hunter with personal grudge against the Galactic Federation and Samus Aran. Plotting revenge on both, he has been running a long campaign of covert operations, including spying on Samus. In the cosmic year 20X6, he successfully stole a Metroid from a Galactic Federation base. By raising clones of this Metroid and fusing them with other life forms, he found a method of controlling minds, and soon formed a private army. With this, he took control of the leadership of the space pirates, seizing their army as well. He then began attacking Galactic Federation research facilities, one after another, and in the process, he used the information and technology he gathered to upgrade his suit and weapons. Presumably, he attacked the UTO's research center on planet Tanamar with the same intent and did not expect to encounter Samus Aran. Due for administering care, connected to Sylux, transferring on into a nano arm. A nano machines, it's fully armored except for its tip. So large device activation key. Oh, I see. No, you do not. Huh. Yeah, what?
He's vulnerable. Now's our chance. Hit him with everything you got.
Oh, more tentacles!
Oh no, the arm transformed!
Nano-arm tip transformed into a dragon head. This form puts heavy strain on the nanomachines and can be active for only a short time. Damaging the dragon head will increase the strain, reducing its duration.
We got this.
Nope, get the flip off me. Off me. Go away. Yeah, he's obviously targeting me. Nope, hang. Go away. To me, thank you. You gotta be kidding me. on, keep pumping it.
Good. Watch your feet.
Jump.
Is down.
Thank you.
Back up. Oh, there's another one now. Hello! Huh. Goodbye! Come on! There we go.
Mackenzie is down.
Where's Mackenzie? There he is. Healing Mackenzie. Ow, fudge. It's fine, it's fine. Gotcha. Come on. To me. Come on. There we go. Come on. Oh, poop. Oh, fudge. 4 dragon heads. Come on. Damage to the dragon increases strength. Okay, so. Oh. Yes, that is ice. This is the ice mode. Okay, I see. Fire! Ow! Mackenzie! Come on, and... mine! Ow, for God's sake. Stop! Come on. Bullshit. Come on. Come on, pull it. There we go. Nope. Lightning heads, lightning heads. Yay! Low checkpoint. Jeez. Hello, Ruby. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm gonna do that whole fight again. That's annoying. Can I? Thank you.
Watch those arms.
Um.
Fat out.
Um. Oh, and yank it.
Alright. Let's get the rest of these arms.
No. Huh. Come on, fire it. Hmm.
Hit him with everything you got.
Bump it, bump it, bump it, bump it. Dragon mode, okay. Presumably ice shots work better on these.
Keep it together.
None of on tip, falling dragon head.
Got this.
Watch. I cannot actually. I cannot dodge that attack. Stop getting in my way.
I counted 4. We took them out once. We can do it again. Watch your feet.
Come on. There we go. Just about. Thanks, man. Alright, that lightning attack was annoying and very much not exactly helpful. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Come on, there we go. Oh, there we go. Right, yeah. Don't think we can do that. Yep, I need that one, and... Duke is literally just a tiny bit away from dying, and it's really annoying that he hasn't actually gotten hit yet so I can heal him. Same with Armstrong, to be honest. Get over here! Wait. What?
Thank you.
Okay, that one actually worked, thankfully. Oh, well, I had to just pepper him with shots. Things again. Jump, idiots!
I'm okay.
I'm up.
I'm literally just here. Go! And hit and hold.
Good.
There we go. Heals. Oh, fudge. Fire! I can't lock onto the tentacles. Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised you can't do that either. I guess they're trying to avoid it making like it too easy, I guess. You probably can on like easy mode. And presumably they have less health on hard mode. Fine. Bam. Okay. Over here. Come above all the missiles, all of them! There we go. He's down.
Oh, I'm just getting started.
Where'd they go?
Why is that just... Oh. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. Come on. Punched him in the face enough.
Just you and me, Samus. Come on! Let's get this over with.
I see. That's a duck. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? Rapid movement morphology lockjaw. Transformation of Sylux. The shield generated by its energy sphere nullifies firearm attacks. When in lockjaw mode, Sylux transforms into an energy sphere surrounded by a unique frame. Thanks to the suit upgrades, Lockjaw's energy sphere can be made to generate a shield that nullifies all fire attacks. He can also now ram into his enemy to steal an energy tank. Additionally, he can perform a rush attack that stuns targets with an electric shock. A stolen energy tank can be knocked free by striking with a momentum from a boost ball maneuver. However, if the energy tank cannot be recovered for... Oh, okay. There we go. Nope. What is he doing? What did he do? Major black hole draws and fire attacks neutralized. And what is he? Come on. What? Come on. Haha. You at least know how to dodge that one. Come on. Come on, you're nearly down. Aha! How the fuck is he doing that? Use the barrier for Pete's sake. Boom! Got it! With very little health left, but...
Shouldn't we go after her?
Tell me how and I'm there.
Alert. Spatial anomaly detected.
Great. What now? Here we go. Be ready for anything.
Samus! I knew you'd come back.
Never doubted you for a second, boss.
Glad to have you with us.
Samus, does that mean Sylux is good?
Ready to go home?
We'll be right behind you.
Sylux has fallen into a pit of death. Mass teleport control terminal. Used for activation and entering destination coordinates. Requires psychic abilities to operate. Those psychic flashes we were getting all game were Sylux's memories. It seems.
Maybe if I, Oh,
But we didn't see a body, he could return. Void. Yeah, pretty much.
oh, your crystal powers the teleporter. It only responds to you. Wait, is that Viros? Then that must be Tanamar. Home sweet home.
And you are sure?
Well, we're gonna find out.
You did it.
We're really going home.
Nope, there he is.
Sylux! But, Samus! No!
Protect the teleporter!
Samus, are you alright?
I got you!
Providing cover.
Teleporter's not gonna last long. You gotta make the jump while you still can. I'll do my best to stabilize the power. Yes. Restart the sequence. We'll buy you time while it charges. Samus, go.
Back! No!
Enough.
Samus! Go!
Samus.
Solon be with you.
I guess he could return was sooner than we thought. I feel like there was a choice I could make there, and I made the wrong one. There is one, isn't there? Oh. Okay, so there isn't a choice to save them. Apparently. Well, I will say this is a pretty good game. As for to start with my final thoughts, my main issues with it are the aiming, which might just be a case of my settings, but the fact that the settings can have massive aiming issues is still worth a criticism. I kind of get why, I don't know why the aiming reticle resets every time the reticle isn't on screen. That's why my main issue there. But it might just have to been something to do with the coding, because I know this game had was like in development hell for a while. And Metroid City getting stuck on itself, if everyone dying is just expected by the fanbase, then maybe a shakeup is what's needed for this. I don't think people expected them to die, because I don't think most... No. Yeah, no, they did. Kinda, yeah. I'm honestly surprised, because I did actually look, and there isn't like and there doesn't seem to be an option to save them. Yeah. The other issue I had was the desert. I do still 100% think that the desert is just too big with too fewer things in there. If I think like shrinking it by 25% would have been to the betterment of the game. But then it's just more the same pretty much. Samus being alone and nothing really changing. Scans collected, items collected. Everything. Because the fact that you have to press A to like navigate, it does make it seem like there is a choice to save them and get them on there as well. Overall, the mechanics of this are pretty good. I kept forgetting about it, so there might have been more. Oh, the Psychic Stone. The Psychic Stone also goes in there. May Solas protect the tree. I think that's a good reason for her to lose the psychic power-ups. Mission complete. If you choose to start a new game in this save slot, item scan completion will be reset. Yes. Oh. With a psychic crystal. The viola suit. The Euro suit. The viola itself with all the with a bunch of different skins. Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's Metroid. Yeah. The desert, as I said, I don't think I finished that thought, but yeah, the desert, just a bit too big. 25% smaller, it would have been fine. Would have meant everything was nice and more densely packed, which would have made it feel bigger. Mackenzie. Why am I so bad at names? There's Armstrong and Duke. There's there's him. There's Sylux. Some of the enemies and like the ship design, space pirate ship design, that's it. The control Metroids, which really we only saw like the model of one of them. There's him. That's the tower. I'll beat the game on hard difficulty to unlock. The Morn. The Seed. Because how Metroid story is big, and because this is before Metroid Fusion and Dread, I kind of figured it would write all the characters out. To be fair, every character doesn't actually have like a reason to go with her on future missions. These are all just Federation troops that she's helping out. They didn't even need to write them out. Like, there would not be any question as to why they didn't show up for future ones. For future games, because they're Federation troops. They've probably been moved to a different station. I kind of get it because it's a nice like bittersweet ending. Because they don't show a fusion of Dread, but I don't know. Just wish I had more people for Samus to bounce off of, even if she is silent because of other M's. Because other M's scary. Like, Dread wasn't afraid of, yeah, beat the game on hard. Storyboards. Okay, yeah, it's, cutscenes. Maybe hard difficulty has something else, I don't know. Ah, okay. It allows us to retry. Starts us again from the end. Well, I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of everything. Honestly, I thought that it would be like an entire... I really could have done that finish this last stream, I'm going to be honest. But yeah. Here's the thing, I don't mind her being, like, pretty quiet. Generally, like... I feel like her talking has more impact when it's, like how Metroid Dread did it, but, yeah. Honestly, yeah, this game's fine. People all going over the top. I think part of it is the hype level. People were incredibly hyped for this because, you know, it's like Metroid Prime 4, it's been in the works, like, this was shown off, like, several years ago now. And it's gone through development hell, whatever. And so a lot of people had really, obviously, high expectations, and this, to them, to a lot of people, and I guess even to me, it just feels like more Metroid Prime. They were expecting something to the level of groundbreaking as Metroid Prime 1 was, is what I think what was happening there. And what instead we got was Metroid Prime 2 crossed with Metroid Prime 3. I haven't played 3, but I do know there's a lot more chatter in that one. There's like a lot more, like, the Federation talks to you a bit more in that one, so... And, like, there are other characters that you bounce off of that you quote-unquote talk to. And I know that Metroid Prime 2 is like, you know, big open world, but you go to, like, you go back to, like, one specific hub area repeatedly. You go back to, like, one specific hub area to get upgrades and such, and your power-up shots have a ammo system. And what I know about that one, I played like the first hour of that game, so yeah. Who knows? I might do a proper playthrough. I might actually play through them again. I might play through them again in the future. I don't know. If I set up my Wii U properly, I might do if it still works. Should do, but hopefully. But yeah. Honestly, like, I know this is really short, but I got really nothing else to... Yeah, people just expected too much. Well, people expected groundbreaking, and what they got was more Metroid Prime. With, like, some issues, obviously. As I said, the aiming, I don't know why it's programmed to do that. I don't know why the aiming is programmed to be like that, it just apparently is. Tell you what, I know. But yeah, honestly, I like this game. I didn't mind the bike at all. I did like the desert, sort of. But as I said, it's too big. Too big with too little in it. The crystals do not count as something, because that is like, oh, I just run into them on the bike or I shoot them. That's like, my major gripes with the game are just that, and the aiming controls continuously need to be reset, which is very annoying. Which overall, that's a bit of a nitpick. And I didn't play it with mouse controls, so for all I know, the mouse controls could be better. Oh, I did learn that apparently a lot of the Cybots can be taken out a lot quicker by just shooting them in the head. As you'd probably expect, but I didn't even think about that. I didn't really think this was a game that involved that, but okay. Presumably can do the same with the rest. Yeah. Tell you guys what, I think... Well, I don't actually have. Oops. Too much. Feel bad about leaving it on just that. What about? Oh, it was that game last, wasn't it? What to do? Kirby Air Ride or some Brilliant Diamond shiny hunting? I think I'll do some shiny hunting in Brilliant Diamond for a bit. Let me just edit this thing so I'm not lying to people. Air Ride could be fun. Yeah, it's like, do I do Air Riders or do I do some shiny hunting? I dropped it. I just need to edit that, yeah. Because good lord, I haven't touched this game in ages. Really needed to. Let me just change the title. And Diamond. Okay, shiny hunting. I'll just put Arceus shiny hunting. There we go. It's not going to be for very long, and yeah, Air Riders. Honestly, I have been having fun with Air Riders when I've been playing it, although I kind of haven't been playing it for a while. I'll admit. But yeah. I do think the environments were cool. I'm very curious to see how speedrunners are going to break it, if they can. They probably will be able to, but still. Oh, I forgot what I was saying now. I do, I do know the trick to this. I do know that there is a trick of, like, RNG, I guess, manipulation, where it's less actually manipulation and more just finding what the seed is and then going up there as close to the frame as possible. But that requires tools I do not have the patience to mess around with. But I do have the patience to do it this way, so... There's people memeing on the idea Dark Samus would have just styled on Sylux and then teleported away, which is a funny thing. I mean, that, you know what? I can see it. I can see that. I did take a quick look on a thing to see what it was. I did take a quick look to see other tips for that Sylux fight, and apparently Morph Ball does dodge like a lot of his attacks, including that health draining laser he does. And yes, this entire team I currently have in this game is very underleveled for fighting Arceus, but I'm just gonna use the Master Ball. I'm gonna be honest, I just used the Master Ball. I do not want to risk losing a shiny Arceus, I'm gonna be honest. It seems like... I know I probably should use it on one of the Romas, but I can deal with like getting a Roma down to low HP and then just chucking a ball at it every time, because, you know, quick balls. Quick balls work. Dodo Q. Yeah. I think overall, you know what? It'd probably help if I actually had this up with the camera. I completely forgot to pull it up, and I forgot I had a camera. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do this for a while until I kind of inevitably get bored or something. And then we will see. How am I doing? I'm doing all right. Yeah, nothing too crazy. You've been doing pretty good. Yeah, you've been playing quite a bit of Persona, haven't you, lately? Yeah, you've been doing some good art too, so. Yeah, you've been doing quite a bit of Persona. I remember that much. I need to actually do. I have got plans to stream Persona games, but I want to kind of wait until I update the model. I need to get a new outfit, so that requires an update to the model. You know? Yeah. Because I have a costume idea for those ones, and it seems fun, so yeah. Well, yeah, they're RPGs. Don't forget, Ruby. I did all three mainline Xenoblade games and several Pokemon games. Well, Pokemon games aren't quite as long, but you know what I mean. I know that those games are long because they're RPGs. And I have plans to do Xenoblade 2 because because of the New Game Plus basically adding a whole bunch of stuff. And I do feel I could do that game a lot better. Along with Xenoblade 1, I could definitely do that game better as well. I do have plans for them too. You could say I am quite literally insane. I don't know why I said quite literally for that. That's got nothing to do with it. I am just a little bit insane. You're gonna make a joke, or you're quite literally remaking it. I mean, to be fair, I could be. Oh dear. This just reminded me of all the video plans I have, because I had actually got plans to do a bit more non-streaming content. And not just like catch-up videos, like with Bonanza, which is just catching up on all the stuff that I haven't got. Catching up on all the bananas and fossils I didn't get on stream / between streams. And of course, like the ending battle for the whatchamacallit thing. I've forgotten the name of it now. The Emerald Rush. And one of them is to do with, like, this. Sort of. It's not even a fully formed idea, but I got several fully formed ideas, I suppose. I've got several fully formed ideas that I know what I need to do for them. I just need to script them and get character poses and everything for it. Jeez. Breaking kayfabe a little bit here, but still. And of course I do have a thing to show off this, so... to do with this. Odd chaos. You know? And options, I guess the first one you'll pick is 5 Royale. Yeah! That's, I think, the only one I've actually got. I think that's the only one I've actually got. And I've got it on both Switch and, Bua got it for me on, Steam, so... I've got options on which version, on which one to play. Yeah, I'll probably end up being Royale because that's like... I'm gonna be honest, Phantom Thief is like one of my aesthetics. As I think I mentioned during Princess Peach. During Showtime, Phantom Thief is kind of like one of my aesthetics that I just really like. I do have the others on wishlist. I do have the others on Steam wishlist, but like, yeah. Chaos again. Todo again. Yeah, I know 3 Reload is something. It's almost, as I said, it's gonna be on my Steam wish list. So it's like, it's an idea for people. If anyone ever does that. Or it's just an idea for me. It's just something for me to grab later on. I don't know. It's being ancient and in desperate need of proper remaking in a more modern style. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if they did that. Get to see where it all begins. Do away with some of the jank. Yep. Not the golden llama god that we're looking for. Give the Cynthia plushie a pat on the head for good luck. I mean, as an aside, I actually got a whole bunch of display stands for rider belts, so I've got a whole bunch of those. And in other news, so I've got a very big tower in front of my thing at the moment. 1 and 2 is A, their age, and B, how different they are from 3 onwards since the gameplay style changed a noticeable amount. Yeah, but they could still probably remake them in the modern gameplay style with maybe even including certain aspects of the original gameplay style, just tweaked up and just like tweaked to not be anywhere near as punishing, because apparently those games were pretty punishing. Yeah. Good lord, I'm really enjoying Zets so far. Overall, it's definitely very good. The toys haven't captured my attention as much as some of the other ones have, especially Garv's. So I've not really been interested in getting them, but I think they are pretty cool. They are pretty cool overall, I think. I think that's a little more subdued compared to Gar. Makes sense. Secret agency. I think it's also just the capsums. Like, I get what they are. They're based on like film reels and like gachapon capsules and such. I think just overall the style of it. It's a very sleek style, and while I do think they're cool, it's just not captured my attention into buying them. I think Garv's is just a case of them being really cute as well. Because to be fair, Secret Agent isn't that far removed from Phantom Thief, so it is still my style. But yeah, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying anything about like not saying the Zets toys are bad. It's just not really my thing. Plus, I'm kind of running out of room. I'll be honest. I was like, also, I just got to remember that some of the things in this are kind of crazy. Good lord, I really wish they hadn't got, like, I'm with a lot of people saying I wish for this, when they remade this game, they did it more in the style of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because those are definitely the gold standard of remakes. They added a lot. They did some tweaks that future games did to make the game not as monotonous. Because Gen 2 is a rough game, I'm gonna be honest. Gen 2 is like a pain in the bum sometimes. I've played through it a number of times and it is a real pain in the bum. Gen 4 is like, it has its own issues, but like, a lot of the changes they did make were fine. They were cool. Like, the change they did make, I just wish they'd gone further. Like, add a bunch of stuff from Platinum. Add a post story akin to, whatchamacallit? Add a post story akin to the Delta episode. You know, beyond the post story we already got. Like, show that, like, give us a follow-up on Mars's thing after you beat them at Mount Stark or something. Yeah, I can't get rough with certain things. Yeah, I've beaten the Game Boy Color versions too. On 3DS, but still. Like the clothing options, yeah, it's not as good as some of the previous games, but still, having a bunch of different outfits is still cool. I don't even remember what the Super Contest, like... I think I do prefer the Super Contest from Gen 4 as well. Like, the 3 different rounds and, like, getting to show off and, like, all the strategy involved in it. Rather than... If I remember correctly, it's just a rhythm game in this one. I don't remember. Or heck, make them like they were in the anime, where it's like, you have the appeals round, and then you have, like, the dance round, and then you go... And then instead of, like... just showcasing moves, you're actually showcasing moves against against an opponent. That'd be cool. Maybe, like, combine the dress-up round and the dance round. And then, like, the last one's like last one's like 2 battles. Where you're, like, supposed to outshine your opponent. I don't know. Things we wish for, I suppose. If they do remakes of Gen 5, one, I'm curious as to how they do that, considering that's 2 games and one's explicitly a sequel, and 2, yeah, hopefully they don't make it a quote-unquote faithful remake. They make it a proper remake. But I'm just essentially repeating what everyone else has said about this game, to be honest. Even if I don't hate it like everyone else does. As another general chat thing, I guess, the overframe rarity in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's some really cool. They really decided to just go whole hog with that. It's like insane. Like, so many of the arts are so well done for it. It's insane. It only took them like 28 years or something. Good lord, we're old. 27, something like that. And finally have like overframe rarities. That's pretty darn cool, I'll say. I believe there's some new ones as well that have been revealed just today. Uh-huh. Maybe not. I'm not seeing anything from the actual things. Oh well. But yeah, they do look really darn cool, I'm gonna be honest. Honestly, I'm just hoping we get some kind of card to search out, like heroes, Neospatians, and Wing Karibos, because seriously, Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, heroes need a way to search their back row. There's so many good cards, and we just can't use them because we can't search them. Like, we've got a brand new, like, one of the new cards, the Hero Flash, is like a Monster Reborn / return it to the hand. Gives everything piercing, can destroy spells and traps, or can just, or allows everything to attack directly. Like, all really solid effects, especially the Monster Reborn, because Lord knows, like, getting stuff from the grave, like getting another thing from the graveyard to go into even more stuff is very helpful. Especially if something gets ashed. But like... we just can't play it because we can't search it. Like, it's just not very good. And like... When Grievous Saboteur level 10 is like better than I thought it'd be. People are still just jamming it into the deck as like a one-off, I think. Or like a 1 or 3 off, but it's still the case that you just got to draw it because there's no way of searching it. Still really think we need that like favorite card that searches heroes, that hits like searches Neo, Subel, and Winkaribo cards, because they're all basically the fitting for that, I suppose. Look at me rambling. Rambling because I've got nothing else to talk about. Oh dear. Sort of thing only works when you've got a big audience, and being honest, I don't. Oh well. Just another thing to work on. New Charmer support looks pretty darn cool. And it looks like we're getting more Charmer fusion monsters too, which is a bit of a surprise. Since there was a V-Jump promo that was revealed and it was the Wind Charmer fusion monster. Forgot the exact name of it. Do you want to know what would actually be pretty cool? Is if they took the two opposite attributes and made them all different, like, summoning types. Like, you got the two, Win and Elsa being in the fusion. You've got Liner or Dark being either Xyz or Synchro. And the other one, Area and Heater being the other one. That'd be pretty cool if they did that. To be fair, Fusion works for all of them. Fusion and Xyz, to be fair. But, well, technically all of them work, but mainly Fusion and Xyz because it's combining two things into, because they're, like, a lot of their cards feature them combining themselves into one. So it's like you've got, like, the Charmer and the Familiar going into the Familiar Possessed. So it makes sense. It's like, yeah. Good lord, I do like Charmers. They're really fun. Like, they're bad, but they're fun. Because, like, it's either this, like, really janky deck where you're kind of having to shove as many, where you're just shoving in, like, 12 or so one-offs. Well, you're shoving in at least 6 one-offs, usually a bit more. That you don't, like, that you kind of don't, that you both do and don't want to draw, or it's just playing Secret Village of the Spellcasters, at which point you don't really need it as And I have actually built that deck in Master Duel, and yeah. Like, it functions and does a combo like 50% of the time. Like, no, more like 60% of the time. The rest of the time it does just kind of brick. I suppose I could just ramble on about that because that's a thing. It took me forever to figure out how the trap card, how Possessed Partnerships works with the field spell. It works in that you're supposed to not have a spellcaster on your field, and then you use Possessed Partnerships to resurrect one of your Charmers from the graveyard to negate a monster effect on your opponent's field at a key time. So, like, you're not just... So, you could... Even though it's the first... Even though the field spell negates the first monster effect that resolves during your opponent's turn while you control a spellcaster, you use the trap card to time when you have a spellcaster on the field and also get a pop. It's really kind of weird, though. Spellcaster with 1500 defense, I should specify. I don't know why, but I find it highly amusing. Like, I find it high. I have got like a whole rant. This is like actually one of the topics of one of the future videos is making support for Charmers, and we'll see how much I have to edit that after the new, as much of the new Charmer support comes out as it does. Edit the ideas and the cards I made, and like talking about how Charmer doesn't actually work very well with itself because it really doesn't. There's a lot of things due to the nature of how Charmers have been, like, because Charmers are a deck, or like an well, quote-unquote archetype that have been released very spread out throughout Yu-Gi-Oh's lifespan. A lot of the cards don't really synergize as well as you'd want them to. Kinda, yeah. Like, a card that isn't strictly Charmer support, but is definitely designed to be Charmer support, but, and came in the structure deck, Edda the Sun Magician. It summons a Charmer in face-down defense position. It summons any spellcaster with 1500 defense in face-down defense position, and it allows you to flip them up. Which is all well and good. Problem is, within that new Charmer support, they also gave us... it allows you to flip them up during your opponent's turn so you can steal them. Problem is that if you're going first, you have no idea, like, that... If you're going first, especially on the first turn, you have no idea what your opponent's playing, so you have no way of changing attributes. So you could entirely just set a Charmer, and it's the wrong one to interact with your opponent's deck. And the Charmers don't have an in-archetype way of changing attributes. Thankfully, the new spell they revealed does actually fix that problem. By letting you set a Charmer with the same attribute as a monster on your opponent's field, I believe, and then flip up a random monster. And then flip up a monster on your field, so you can immediately take control. But still, the other reason, like, Edda's still fair enough to run because it's a Earth spellcaster that you can use to summon any of the whatchamacallits? They can use to summon any of the familiars out and then get into one of the familiar possessed. Unfortunately, how the turn usually wants to go is that you kind of don't want to leave the Awakening of the Possessed. You don't want to leave an Awakening of the Possessed on the field because they have an effect to get your possessed back row when they send themselves to the grave, when they are sent to the graveyard. And the issue with that is the only one that can actually set up a way of getting it to the graveyard easily through like a link summon or something, because there's not really very many generic link ones that would work with the rest of the Awakening of the Possessed monsters. The only one is Nefarious Archfiend, which requires another Earth monster. It requires a spellcaster and an Earth monster to get itself out from the deck, and which means you're really hoping you have an Earth monster. You have like Eater of Nefariousness in your hand, or some other earth monster you can special summon, or some other spellcaster you can special summon. In a simple enough way. And that's not even getting to the fact that the level 4 familiars, all of them except Eater of Nefariousness have effects that trigger when they are destroyed by a card effect. Or just when they are destroyed. Only one of them is destroyed by a card effect. And sending them to the graveyard to summon an Awakening of the Possessed doesn't trigger that. Or like using them to link summon or summon a familiar possessed monster. It doesn't trigger that effect because they aren't being destroyed, they're just being sent. The Nefarious or Archfiend doesn't have an effect when destroyed because it's the thing you're supposed to use to destroy those familiars. Because its graveyard effect means that during your opponent's turn, during the end phase, you can destroy a card you control to special summon it. While it's in the graveyard. And it's just so silly that I hope you get what I mean when I say it doesn't work very well. Obviously, I'm gonna this has been a bit like off the cuff and random in my head, but still, it's just so stupid. And don't even get me started on the channelers. They're all level 5, and you can't special summon them unless you're being attacked, which is not helpful for the deck. Yes, they search, and you can get them out from the graveyard with the Awakening of the Possessed Partnerships. Or was it Awakening of the Possessed? No, the trap card's Awakening of the Possessed. Okay, Possessed Partnerships is the trap I'm thinking of. The trap card is Possessed Partnerships. You can get them out of the graveyard with Possessed Partnerships. But at that point, why not just run the... The Charmers is a deck where you're running a bunch of different attributes. The chances of you having the correct card, a monster of the correct attribute in hand to use their discard effect is very small. It's just so weird that it works like that. Thankfully, as I've said, like a lot of the new cards do actually work better with the current idea of what the game plan is. The thing with Charms is its effects are so wildly all over the place and difficult to manage that at some point you can just wonder why not run something else. Kinda. Like, here's the thing. The effects aren't all over the place. It's just the fact that it's just like, the Charmers are designed to be generic attribute support, and they've put them in as an actual thing. And they've made them into a deck, so a lot of the cards that are just, some of the ideas of like, this is designed to be a generic attribute support, like the Channelers, don't work in the main deck. It's like all the Charmers, like the level 3 Charmers, all have the same effect, just it's specific to an attribute. All of the level 4 Familiars have the same summoning requirement of controlling a spellcaster, so you can special summon them, and they all have a restriction that prevents. They all have you can only control one of this monster restriction. And they all have an effect that triggers in the graveyard. Just under different circumstances. The Familiar Possessed all can special summon from the deck by tributing the Charmer and another monster of the right attribute, and all deal piercing if summoned that way. With Lionel and Dark having additional effects if summoned that way. All the Awakening of the Possessed have the same summoning requirements of a spellcaster and a monster of their attributes. They all have the same on-summon effect, which is a weaker version of the corresponding spiritual art trap. They all have the same what was it called? They all have the same effect when they're sent to the graveyard as well, which is add a possessed card from your deck to your hand. The channelers all have the same effect of being level 5 and special summoning themselves if you're attacked. And they also search a monster of their attribute by discarding themselves and another monster of that attribute. Usually with a specific level restriction, like level or attack and defense restriction for each. And finally, the Link 2s all have the same. They all special summon something from the graveyard to the zone they point to, and if they're destroyed, you get to search. Like, they all have the same effects, basically. It's just they don't really synergize because they weren't initially designed to, but now they are being made to. Well, the modern stuff was designed to synergize it. That's why there's all the possessed stuff and everything. The possessed stuff is just very good for helping all of them out and getting them on the field. Generally. Thankfully, as I said, there was a new monster. Where is it? There we go. Familiars of the Spiritual Arts is a new one that actually works. Oh, it needs to be normal. Oh, it doesn't have the summon thing. Oh, never mind. It doesn't quite work because it doesn't have the special summon. It can't special summon itself, but it can change its attribute, so you can use it to get anything else out. And I guess with the new spell card, actually, that does work, doesn't it? Yeah, Possessed Resonance. Target a face-up monster in the field, special summon a charm or familiar possessed monster with the same attribute. Yeah. So yeah, Possessed Resonance does actually work as a full combo. The field spell does let you search a charmer as well, so that's something. One thing I do find very fun that this deck does that the deck does have synergy with is Awakening of the Possessed. Was that the continuous spell? Yeah, Awakening of the Possessed. If you get multiple on the field, the attack buff stacks. So instead of gaining 300 for each attribute, if there's 2 on the field, they gain 600 for each attribute. The numbers go crazy with that deck. I'm gonna be honest. Excuse me. Oh yeah, Fairy Tale Tales works quite well as well because that just lets you get the other ones, doesn't it? These are all water, aren't they? All the wake-ups? Wind? Oh no, they're all wind, right. I was getting completely sidetracked from what I was doing, to be honest. And of course, you've got like Charmers of the Grand Circle and 4 Charmers in Profusion, and all the other new stuff, like include like the spellbook card as well. All of those definitely help the deck with consistency and having it all work together properly. And when the deck works, it is hilarious. Because you've basically just got these monsters that can't be destroyed by card effects, can't be destroyed by battle, and they just run over everything. It's hilarious. I mean, getting to be able to search for Shuffle 2 in the deck, and then Fusion Summon by banishing the spell from the graveyard is really good. Because then you can just get the Charmer Fusion monster, and then Special Summon all the Charmers you used for the Fusion back, and you've got a bunch of material for links. Like Profusion. I just realized what I did. Anyway, my throat's getting a bit sore. I have a little bit left. Ah, yeah. Dodo. Nah, no joy. Well, oh well. Thank you all very much for watching, and I do hope I get to see you all on the next stream. Well, we're doing something, I'm not entirely sure what. Got several games I could probably play through. Got a good number for Christmas, too. So I will say, yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I do hope to see you all on the next stream. Tatty bye!